Have you ever watched someone accidentally drop a glass on a hard tile floor in a completely silent room? The shatter is absolutely deafening. Every single head turns to look. The conversation entirely stops, and the person who dropped the glass instantly freezes. You can see the blood drain from their face. They want to turn invisible. They are paralyzed by the sudden, intense, hyper-focused attention on their massive mistake. I need you to hold that specific image of sheer embarrassment in your mind today, because right now, someone from your past has just dropped a massive glass, and they are currently scrambling on the floor, desperately trying to pick up the broken pieces before you find out what they did. They are actively avoiding you, and today we are going to expose exactly why. You might have noticed this bizarre behavior recently. If you walk into a grocery store aisle, they abruptly turn their cart around and speed walk in the other direction. If you are at a family gathering or a workplace event, the exact second you enter the room, they suddenly remember they have an incredibly urgent phone call to take outside. They cannot hold eye contact with you. They treat you like you are carrying a highly contagious disease. Your human brain probably tries to rationalize this. You might think, well, they must just really hate me. They are just holding on to anger. But hatred is loud. Hatred wants to confront you. Hatred wants to puff its chest out and stand in your way. Avoidance is an entirely different animal. Avoidance is born from a very specific, suffocating, intensely heavy emotion. Pure, unadulterated panic. We need to have a profound conversation about a psychological miscalculation I call the Boomerang Gossip, and exactly how a toxic person's attempt to destroy your name just completely ruined their own reputation. Let's look at the mechanics of a smear campaign. When a manipulator wrongs a chosen one, their biggest fear is that you are going to expose the truth. To protect their fragile ego, they have to strike first. They run around painting you as the villain. They usually test their lies out on gullible people, flying monkeys, insecure friends, or people who lack basic spiritual discernment. These people nod, agree, and validate the manipulator's fake victimhood. The manipulator gets comfortable. They start believing their own fabricated reality. Their ego inflates to a massive size, and that arrogant comfort is exactly what led to their catastrophic failure. Because they got so incredibly cocky, they miscalculated the room. They opened their mouth, spun a massive, highly dramatic story about how terrible you are, how crazy you acted, and how much you hurt them. And they told it to the absolute wrong person. I want to break down exactly who this wrong person is, because it is the key to your entire vindication. The manipulator walked up to someone who possesses high-level discernment. This might have been a boss, an influential community leader, or simply a mutual acquaintance who has quietly observed your incredibly consistent character over the years. The liar didn't do their background check. They tried to hand a garbage bag full of lies to someone who already highly respects your integrity. Imagine the exact moment this happened. The liar finishes their dramatic, tear-filled story, fully expecting the listener to gasp and side with them. But the listener doesn't nod. The temperature in the room completely drops to freezing. The listener just stares at the manipulator with absolute disgust and says something devastatingly simple. That doesn't sound like them at all. My experience with them has been the exact opposite. Why are you telling me this? Boom. The glass drops. The lie completely shatters. In that split second, the manipulator's entire mask is violently ripped off. They realize they didn't assassinate your character. They accidentally committed social suicide. They just exposed their own bitter, jealous, deeply insecure heart to someone whose opinion they actually cared about. The listener immediately saw through the jealousy. They realized that the manipulator was obsessively trying to ruin a good person's name, and it made the manipulator look entirely unhinged. This brings us to a beautiful, undeniable spiritual law that I call pre-clearance. When you walk in truth, when you keep your hands clean and refuse to fight in the mud, you build a massive fortress of integrity around your life. You thought you had to defend yourself against these rumors. You thought you needed a megaphone to clear your name. But God already cleared your name in rooms you haven't even walked into yet. Your reputation acted as a massive, solid brick wall, and the liar drove their car straight into it at 90 miles an hour. You didn't even have to be present to win the fight. Your character fought the battle entirely on your behalf. And this is exactly why they are currently dodging you. They are terrified because they know their plan blew up in their face. They are avoiding you because your mere presence is a walking, breathing reminder of their absolute humiliation. Every time they look at your face, their conscience screams at them. They know that they got caught. They know that the influential people in the room are now looking at them with pity and distrust. They tried to dig a grave for you, and they accidentally fell directly into it. Now they are sitting at the bottom of the hole, too embarrassed to even look up at you. So, what is your posture right now? How do you handle a coward who is currently hiding from your light? You do absolutely nothing. You do not chase them down for an apology. You do not corner them in the hallway to ask why they are avoiding you. You do not send a passive-aggressive text message demanding an explanation. If they want to cross the street when they see you coming, let them walk in traffic. If they want to hide in the bathroom when you walk into the restaurant, let them sit in the dark. Their avoidance is the ultimate, undeniable confirmation that the universe has entirely handled the situation. You are a chosen one. You do not need to seek out people who are actively running from their own karma. Your silence is already deafening to them. Your unbothered, authentic joy is absolutely burning their shadows. When you see them dodge you, I want you to feel a deep, grounding sense of peace. Do not feel rejected. Feel protected. God is literally moving toxic people out of your physical path so you do not have to waste a single ounce of your premium energy interacting with them. I am incredibly curious if you have noticed this shift in your own life. Have you seen someone actively dodging you lately, completely unable to make eye contact? Have you ever found out later that a manipulator tried to lie about you, but it entirely backfired because they told the story to someone who actually knew your true worth? Share your profound story in the comments. We need to document this reality today to prove to someone else that the truth always acts as its own bodyguard. Keep walking with your head incredibly high. The people who lied about you are currently choking on their own words, and your hands are entirely clean.